This video is brought to you by Sporlan, quality, integrity, and tradition.
All right, we're gonna clean up this rack. They're having some temperature problems, and I'm pretty confident before I go any further with it that it's just the rack. So we're gonna do this probably a little different than most people think. You know, I have a peculiar way of doing things, very thorough. So I shut down the entire rack, power's turned off, locked out. We're gonna pull all the panels, we're gonna clean from the top down. Right when the virus started, I had a call, I'm pretty sure I made a video on it, and I had to do a temporary electrical repair right here, where I pulled the conduit off. Now the customer, because of the virus, they wanted to hold off on repairs, but I'm pretty sure I can talk them into it now. So once I get done with this rack, we'll take some pictures, and then what I want to do, what I'm proposing to them, is they let me rewire the entire rack. I'll bring the power probably up here and then run just a single conduit maybe, and then just drops into there is my idea, and get all that MX crap out of there. So, or whatever you want to call it, flex conduit. Anyway, so we're gonna pre-rinse this condenser, get it nice and wet. Then we're gonna just kind of pre-rinse the bottom, try to get some of the big stuff off. Then we'll apply cleaner and go through all that crap. As usual, I'm gonna use my wand, and everybody always asks me, I get it from Lowe's. You guys just go look, it's made by Orbit. This thing has a flat feature, so right now it's on the shower feature. But what I really like is the flat feature, or even the angle feature, because yeah, it allows you to get in here, you know, and get up way back into there. And all I'm doing is rinsing off the big stuff. Rinse off the big stuff, and then we'll put the cleaner on and attack it from the top. This thing's pretty nasty. Yeah. Basically, I'm utilizing any chance. So I had a call on a refrigeration unit, but I ended up doing an electrical repair downstairs, but we got to get this rack cleaned up too, so we're utilizing the opportunity, and we're going to get this cleaned before it becomes a emergency service call on a Saturday and ruins my weekend. So all right, we're going to be using a Venom pack from Refrigeration Technologies. Something to note, this coil gun is different than the other manufacturer's coil gun that looks the same. I think I've said this before, but this coil gun has a different dilution ratio. What you're going to find, even if you use this coil gun for other cleaners, you're going to go through a lot less cleaner, and you're not going to waste as much. But it's specifically designed for the Refrigeration Technologies cleaners. The A setting is the lowest, it's going to use the least amount of cleaner basically, and the E setting is going to use the most. So the cool thing about the Venom pack, you get 9 bottles or so, you know, and it's not going to take that much, guys. I'm going to put about that much cleaner in there, and I'll show you how much that is. This will last for that whole rack. This little bit of cleaner will do the entire rack. Now, if I find that it's not coming clean, I can mix the concentration and make it, you know, use it faster, but this stuff is awesome. I really dig this stuff, and you know, I've got at least another cleaning in there, so really awesome. All right, so I'm gonna get this on there. I'm gonna start on the A setting, do a rinse, let it sit for 5 minutes, and then I'll go further and further, and if we need to. All right, so we're just gonna, again, I'm on the A setting, okay? And you can spray it on there. Now, this cleaner can foam up if you want it to when you go to the higher concentration levels. But right now I'm just using the least amount of cleaner as possible. We're just gonna let it sit for a little bit, just getting in the spots that I might have missed. And then we'll give it a rinse, and then we'll probably do a heavy cleaning. But I like to do this to kind of break anything up. I also like to spray the refrigeration lines. You just got to make sure you rinse it off. But this isn't the cleaner that's going to like etch the coil or anything like that, so you're going to be fine. But you know, just kind of spray some of the stuff in the rack, get any oils and different things off. All right, I gave it a quick rinse. It's been sitting, so I'm gonna go ahead and spray. I'm gonna change it to the C setting. You're gonna see how much it's gonna foam now. It's gonna actually foam up a bunch, and I'm hopes that it'll really get in there and start breaking down some more of the gunk. get from the other side too here. I highly recommend you guys pick up one of these coil guns. Your local suppliers should be able to pick them up if they have Refrigeration Technologies products. If not, True Tech Tools, use my offer code Big Picture, one word, and you'll save 8% on your order. They sell all the Refrigeration Technologies products, the chemicals, the sanitizers. One of the cool things they have right now too is they came out with hand sanitizer. Mind you, look at, I'm even spraying on the C setting, guys, and I've barely even used any cleaner. So, but look at, yeah, it's coming through nice and good. So we're gonna keep going, letting it sit on there. I'm probably gonna go ahead and burn the rest of this cleaner on this and just let it sit for a bit. So something else I was thinking about, I wanted to point out, you know, what I'm super stoked about is the price of this. This right here, guys, is, if I remember right, it's about the price of 1 gallon of normal cleaner, and you get 9 bottles. You can choose to use it all at once, or you can make it last. I've been cleaning multiple condensers with that. And the other thing about this cleaner too is that it is not, it's not going to eat away your skin. It's not going to eat through your boot. It's not like the other cleaners that will just, you know, tear everything up. In fact, if you use this condenser coil cleaner, this is actually their condenser coil cleaner, but you can use it on an evaporator and you don't have to rinse it on an evaporator. As long as there's condensation, it'll self-rinse. On a condenser, you still have to rinse it, but we're just letting it sit. I'm getting ready to go ahead and hook up the wand and rinse it all out now. So the really cool thing about this wand is that you can really get in there and watch that stuff come out. It's coming out good. And it has a rubber tip on it, so it doesn't mess up the condenser as bad. You still got to be careful, but I did my best to rinse out the inside of the rack too. It's not going to be perfect. There's still going to be dirt in there, but I just rinsed off the compressors real quick, the sight glasses. So we're ready to fire this up. We're going to do it 1 compressor at a time, nice and slow. We'll start with system A. I've already got the condenser fan motors turned on, but they are controlled via pressure. So that's the walk-in free or walk-in cooler compressor. Let it run for a minute. Wait for the fan motors to stage, and then we'll move our way through, turning each one on nice and slow. Basically, we don't want to overload, make a massive amount of inrush current, so we just do it a little bit at a time. When you're all finished, I highly suggest you rinse out your coil gun very well for a couple reasons. It'll make your coil gun last forever, especially if you're using some of the really harsh chemicals from other manufacturers. Also though, you don't want to cross mix chemicals. You know, so you still have a bunch of chemical left in here, and then you put another kind of cleaner in here. You're not a chemist, you know. So I go through and rinse it really good, and then spray out all the tubes, disassemble it, and then I store this piece and this piece in here. After the rack has been running for about 20 minutes, all the sight glasses are clear except for this one. This is our system E. I'm not working on system E, but the sight glass is flashing. Now with the customer's permission, I'm gonna go ahead and clear up that sight glass. Now I'm not gonna do a leak check today. That's not ice, that's calcium buildup on that. But anyways, I'm gonna do just top off the charge for now, and then we'll schedule a time to come back and do a leak check on that system. I just, you know, whole big picture thing, I don't like to walk away from this because again, my luck, it'll be a Saturday right when I'm sitting down to dinner that I'll get that service call. So we're gonna top off the charge for now. All right, we're doing much better now. Running a clear sight glass. It looks like it's just the pan chiller that's running because this one has a base section and a cold top. It looks like it's getting ready to pump down right now too. So we're good. I'm gonna wrap this one up, and then again I'm gonna talk to the customer about doing that electrical repair too. Overall, the rack cleaned up pretty nice. There's still a few little things in there. There are still a few little dangly things, but it doesn't look bad. It's clean. Some of this, it's like this cottonwood crap. Hard to get out. But yeah, looks pretty good. There's a couple little spots. Some of this is coil damage. Coil is actually damaged, probably from cleaners and different things over the years. But yeah, for the most part, the rack's pretty clean, so we're good on this one.
All right, this was just a basic cleaning video, nothing too crazy. So I happened to be there. I kind of expressed this a little bit, but I was there working on a reach-in that happened to have a compressor in that rack. And I knew that the rack was dirty. The problem with the reach-in was an electrical issue, but big picture kind of stuff. I went ahead and went onto the roof, looked at the condenser unit, noticed it was really dirty. Even though the electrical problem was our main issue, I'm still going to be able to walk away from this job and say, hey, everything is working properly. That's why I had to clean the rack. Plus, it helps me and saves me a service call next weekend, like I said in the video, Saturday afternoon when I'm just sitting down to dinner. I like to take care of things when I'm out there, and I don't want to, beat around the bush and wait because I know that one was going to bite me in the butt. We're starting to get some heat waves where it's getting to be about 90, 95 degrees. That first 100-degree day, that rack would have went down. We would add multiple things. So anyways, took care of it. Nothing too difficult, pretty basic. I like to take the rack apart completely. I like to be thorough, use safe cleaners. That's the biggest thing. I recently jumped on the bandwagon with the Refrigeration Technologies cleaners. I've been using their stuff more and more, but I've really gone all in, and we're pretty much only using that stuff now, pretty much at my whole company. And I really do like it because they have safe products. I can't stress that enough. And with those Venom packs, the cool thing is I can keep 2 condenser coil cleaners in each truck, and the guys are set. They're not going to, they're done. They've got plenty of cleaners, and you don't have, 6, well, for 2 of them, what would that be? 18 gallons of cleaner. So, that stuff lasts forever, and I will tend to run it a little bit, higher on the concentration. So if I only get, 6 bottles out of that bag, I'm still stoked. It still lasts me a long time, and it's awesome. So you guys should definitely check it out. Yeah, that's pretty much it, guys. Not really a whole lot going on in this video, just some basic stuff. So I really appreciate you guys taking the time to watch these. Remember that I do live streams Monday evening, 5 p.m. Pacific time on YouTube, where I usually go over, answer questions and that, sort of stuff. And stay tuned because very, very soon, I'm still working on the website, but I will have a website up, and you'll be able to pick up some of that merch back there. We have hats and shirts and all sorts of stuff, so that'll be available very, very soon. All right. Really appreciate you guys, and we will catch you on the next one, okay?